You know, I actually own, okay, go ahead and skip through the commercials. But I think I actually own, Hero of the Rails on DVD. And
I
it's,
actually rented it from Redbox.
That movie was kind of cringeworthy, to be perfectly honest. I mean, okay, I know the whole thing's not supposed to be realistic, but Gordon doesn't pull leaks with brake coach first, then passenger coach.
he does that?
Yeah, it was in the Great Discovery and a
All
couple
right,
episodes.
let's get to this, shall we?
Okay.
It's Thomas, and he's in the woods. That is a great discovery there.
All right, hello everybody on my channel. No one watches my videos anymore. Anyways, I'm Edward's Branchtime Productions, and I'm here with uh, Curry,
Hello.
Riotron 12,
Yo.
and the person recording.
Really, the woman? I have a name, you know.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, we have the woman, the
dear
black guy,
Lord.
the Indian, Asian, and the person recording this one, the opposed cool guy. AKA
Let's reintroduce.
bro.
I am Curry the lady.
No,
and this
no,
is-
no, we're keeping that. We're keeping that. All right.
We're
Today
too lazy to crop it out.
All right, so
Shiloh the
today we're watching The
Magnificent.
Great Discovery.
and we're gonna react to how bad this
All
is.
right,
Oh,
ready?
spoilers.
Here we go.
This is
And today we're just going to
Oh,
watch
this brings
this
back
movie.
memories. This
all
brings
the
back
memories of
this brings back
2013.
I
This was made in
making tracks
2009.
to great devastation.
I considered downloading the instrumental of the song and using this for like for a series intro, and that's the end of that movie. So, final. Okay, you'll stop screen sharing now.
hit stop
Now.
button. Stop button. Thank
Okay,
you.
there we go. Now, final thoughts. Starting with me, I think this special was the stupidest thing ever. Not really. I enjoyed some parts of it. It's it was just the way it was written, and it was by Sharon Miller.
Which, of course, automatically makes it bad, also.
Yeah, with Sharon Miller, I think it could have wrote better. But for my opinion, I couldn't recommend it to any child who had like a short attention span, unless you had to put it on the screen in front of them and just leave him there. But
I
other than
love the
that,
movie.
it's not. Well, for
I have
me,
ADHD.
well, I'll try to make it clear and fast. I like the original series. It doesn't. Well, it sort of ties up to the original series, but I don't know. It's got the narrator from the
It got James Bond. The only part I liked about it is that I heard
yeah,
James Bond was narrating this.
yeah, but his acting could have been like uplifting a little bit more instead of all drama and things like that. That's the only
Yeah, I
downside.
He
feel
made
like
this
they
movie
didn't.
sad.
Yeah,
He
I
made this movie
really
too
don't
bad.
feel like choice for this.
Well, in his interview, nonetheless, he said it was great, and he recognized it as some of the
For him,
yeah it's I don't know how to explain. It's like his interview. He's just like, oh, I just wanted to be like Ringo Starr because Ringo Starr first started out, and I sort of loved the series, and I had to do a lot of fun things and that and old joy and everything. And which just sounds great until when he narrated, he just like sounded like, oh my god, oh, this is depressing. It's like I would
he made the movie more depressing than it should be. This wasn't exciting at all.
yeah. So on
But
my scale to 1 to 10, I'm gonna
He
give
made
it
this movie very depressing.
under my
It
rating.
wasn't exciting at all.
yo, Kyrie's trying to think. Rate.
on the on my ratings and scales of 1 to 10, I'm just gonna give it a 6. It's not like a very high expectations from the movie, but it can be watched. and sometimes, but I wouldn't rec any adults to watch it with them. I wouldn't. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it wasn't a family thing. I mean, it would be enjoyable if it's a family, um, including with the adults to watch it with them. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's my job, thinking of goofy shit.
All right. So,
Any
Will,
final thoughts?
any final thoughts about this? Will, good answer.
It's
I used to love this. This. Okay, this is the most polarizing movie in Thomas and Friends.
That is true.
Okay, Shiloh, don't hate me. I'm gonna totally break the PG barrier here. Fuck Thomas and the Magic Grove. This is the most polarizing movie.
Don't worry, it'll be censored.
Oh my god.
oh
This
my
was.
god.
This was. Well, okay.
Not even joking. I used to love this movie. I loved this movie as a kid. But watching it back, oh my god, it's horrible.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah. There's
know.
a lot of things you can cringe at with this movie,
I
but
mean, I wouldn't recommend it to any adults who wanted to sit with their kids. That's I
but
wouldn't
if they're
do it.
yeah, but yeah, I was gonna say like if you're a kid, this
If
movie
you're a
might be good.
child, it's one thing because you don't even care. You just love the
You just
characters.
you just like seeing a train with a face on it.
I mean, it will be different if you sat with them with the original series. I would recommend it. It's not any other series that you could have be like so shrieking and make you want to cringe.
Yeah.
So with
If
this
you want to
film,
see
it's
a good Thomas movie, watch Magic Railroad, alright?
Or Sorter's Legend of the Lost Treasure.
I don't know.
If you want, okay,
Here's my thought on
here's
the
my.
magic.
No, hold on.
Sorry.
Don't watch this movie. Don't watch Calling All Engines. If you want to see a good Thomas movie, watch Magic Road. Skip over the next two. Go straight to Hero of the Rails. It gets better from there. Most people hate Magic Railroad, but that's another thing entirely.
Well, there is another story with that because there's two things. If you're a Thomas fan, I either you watch Magic Railroads, but it would. But I may warn you, it does not tie up with the original characters because it's a differently, completely plot, different stories, same characters, different stories, different settings. It just wow.
Yeah, this movie just basically just
That's only
right.
if you're a non fan of Thomas. I would consider watching Magic Railroads, but other than that, it's
All right.
it's all right. It's just not my movie.
It wasn't really my movie to begin with either.
It's not my film, so yeah.
So Will, how would you rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 10? After your
On a
little rant there.
scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, Magic Railroad, Soto's Legend of the Lost Treasure.
So what's our next movie for next video? Next
Adventure,
time.
Adventure Begins.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's watch.
But no, if I have to give this thing a legit
1
rating,
to 10.
3 out of 10.
So Carrie with 6 out of 10.
This
with-
movie
Yeah, it's gonna
has
6.
no reason to exist. Stanley himself is pointless because, as you see, Rosie is a thing at this point. And this is also something I can bring up for Ryan. They are useless because they have other engines that can take care of Thomas's branch line for him in the event that something like this happens.
Well, it's
And
for
looking
the
at your
cameo.
script, Shiloh, you're looking at your scripts for Edward's coach dilemma. You accept that Rosie has nothing to do. She was never given an official job in the
Yeah.
show. So
Rosie had nothing to do with it.
she is perfectly capable of doing this instead.
Right.
So it's pointless. Stanley is pointless. The movie is so lazy. And we pointed this out a lot. There's so much stock footage used.
Yeah, that's the one problem I had with this movie. This movie had so much stock footage. I could make a whole other movie called not The Great Discovery, because you've basically just taken like bits and pieces from other episodes in series 11 of Thomas and Friends and compiled them into one music video or several music videos. Like the Thomas and James racing one had the same shots like 5 different times.
And you
And
know what, Charlotte? I want you to go back and actually make a counter. If you can stay sane for long enough, make a counter of how many times the same shot is used over and over again in that song.
you know what? Next video will be a CinemaSins style of everything wrong with the Great Discovery, featuring people. And
And
I will actually
viewers.
have a counter. I
You
have like
know
a
what?
counter for
We
like
need to get the Scotsman Returns on this. We need to get him to EWW, the Great
yes.
Discovery, because he could make a bonus round. If you've seen,
Oh,
if you know the CinemaSin style, he could make a bonus round out of how many times they use stock footage. It's not even funny.
the
I
Scotsman Returns.
legit,
If
if
you're
you are
watching this,
watching this, please, please, please do that.
and
Yeah.
contact us to have us help you with it, because
Yeah.
that would be amazing to see.
Or if you have your own ideas and thoughts and things like that, just please comment on below or just link us
Comment
and
below,
tell us
or
how you think that the movie should have or
yeah.
should have.
I'm sorry for like all this. Sorry for all the bad language
Rant.
and stuff. This movie wasn't great. Uh,
Yeah, it doesn't.
This is worse than Calling All Engines.
at least Calling All Engines had a story.
It did.
This one also did, but it wasn't really well executed.
It was horrible.
It was.
Oh, I have one last thing before we decided to close.
You know, it's bad when I hate the movie.
Yeah.
I like
I think
Calling All Engines. Thomas and the Magic Road is my favorite movie. So if I hate The Great Discovery, it's a
hate.
bad movie.
Right. Curry had something to say. Next.
Well, before we decided to sign off, I'd like to point out that with those two movies, Calling All Engines and The Great Discovery, one, with those two, I know they're actually made for like kids that are like had like a short attention span, and plus the fact they wanted to find new ways to keep them entertained, is they just point out the oh, let's find a track and can you help Thomas this, with the Great Discovery, it's nothing but a musical, so
Yes.
it will be better if you don't add them in, otherwise it wouldn't even have so much, footage, recuts and everything, so
This was more worthy of being an actual episode. This should not have been made into a special.
Right.
no,
This should have been an actual episode in the show, and
it
they
should
should
have. I
they
guess
should
they
have
just
given
didn't
it
have
more
the time.
time. They should have given
They should have
the
put more thought into it. Is what they're
I
trying to
guess
say.
they didn't, so
they
just
should have given the title of special to
Right.
something that actually deserves something that really is special.
Like the next one.
Like the
And
next one.
I don't think that it's called the Great Discovery. It's more like,
Not
oh
even a discovery. It's
no,
they just.
it's not. It's only one discovery. That's it. It's not like more than 1,000.
It's not like Thomas found Hero again. It's just like, oh my God, I
I
found Hero. It's not that with Great Waterton.
no.
Great Waterton is literally just another town that Thomas just so happened to
And
find.
that's basically it. Yeah.
It's basically just a rehashed Thomas episode. And to be honest, I loved season 11. To be perfectly honest, but before the Great Discovery, I had high hopes for season 11. This was 2008, 2009. You said, Will?
2008, yeah.
I back then I was excited for season 11. Like there were so many good episodes, and I saw all the narrow gauge ones, and I thought to myself, what would the Great Discovery be like? Not good.
No.
They basically took all of season 11's episodes and just compiled them into a freaking musical. This should have been called Thomas the Tank Engine Season 11, the musical.
The musical.
The musical. Yes.
The board game. The
The
flamethrower.
board game and all
The
that.
board game. My
The
rating is
board
going to
game.
be.
The rug. The flamethrower.
Alright.
The kids love that.
Everyone loved. Kids would love this. You know what? this is gonna hurt me to say this. I prefer calling all engines style more than this.
You
And
see,
it
I can say that
pains me
without
to
a.
say that. Off the bed.
Someone just says,
Jacob said good night, everybody.
Good night to you, Jacob.
Good night, Jacob. We're
We're so sorry that you had to leave and during all this.
I'm actually glad he. I'm actually glad Jacob didn't stay around for this because he would have cringed. He, I would, I would want. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask him.
Uh,
Hold on. I'm actually gonna ask him what he would rate the Great Discovery.
are you
okay, but
serious?
you know what, Shiloh? You said that it's hard for you to say that you like calling all engines more.
Yeah, it really is because I had high hopes for this movie.
It's
I had
not.
high hopes.
I
It's-
can say without a shred, a single shred of regret,
Yeah,
I like calling all engines more than this.
that is true. At least calling all engines had learning segments that actually helped because they were interactive and they were fun. This was just a big musical, like leading to nowhere.
Musical for toddlers, no less.
Yeah, I mean the songs,
But
the
the songs are good.
the songs are good, but the problem is they had too much stock footage.
Yeah, way too much, I think.
Yeah, like the and it was in the Where Oh Where Is Thomas. They used like parts of engines and escapades, which I really enjoyed. I enjoyed engines and escapades. I don't know if you guys did,
I
but
did.
I
Yeah.
really enjoyed them.
I enjoy the entire show.
I did too, but
I enjoy the Sharon Miller era. I hate this movie. That is something.
and also
I
can
am
I
one of
just
the
say
few people out here who like the Sharon Miller era, and I hate this movie. That's another thing to say.
this is season 8 through 11 onwards. Like season 8 through 11, they were okay. They were all right. I kind of enjoyed them. I had a laugh or two. Uh, but after season 13 and season up to season 14 is just when it all went downhill. The episode just became
I don't
so
remember
cliched.
much about. I don't remember much about that.
Oh, can we not? Can we discuss not season 12? Because what was the point? You can't have CGI faces and then models. That's just awkward.
No,
It's
you're thinking
unsettling.
about backwards because
It's just
models
awkward.
got released before the CGI. So
Yeah, like all they had was the CGI faces with the models. You can't do that.
I
It's not.
think this just a project of
Yeah,
you know,
I know. Yeah, it was a project.
it's a prototype project. I think.
Yeah, but other than that, those episodes in season 12 were pretty good, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of enjoyed season 12.
It was okay.
But then,
It's like the first generation of CGI face, but I guess that
yeah,
didn't work out. So
they
they
didn't.
made
So
the
that's why
whole
they went
thing
all
into
CGI.
CGI, which is very phenomenal throughout the year.
And can I just say the CGI series is like the graphics, the visuals. Can we just all say the visuals are amazing? Like the seaside shots, they were amazing. But
Yeah,
it's like some of the stories from season 13, like to season 14 to 15, made no sense. Some of them were actually boring. I said it right here. Season 13 to 15 were boring. I didn't enjoy them one bit. They were boring. I'm sorry this video got so negative all of a sudden.
no, it's okay.
It just had to be. And
Should we wrap up now since
yeah,
we've
we should
gone
wrap
off
up.
trail?
My rating, the lowest of low, 1 out of 10. I would not recommend this for the adult audience. Like this movie was just so bad.
Kids,
I like how let's say we've got a 6 out of 10 from Kyrie, a 3 out of 10 for me, and a 1 out of 10 from
and the
Shiloh.
lowest of the low rating. I don't know what else to say. This just went downhill. I mean,
The funny thing is, the fact that I loved this movie as a kid, just like
changed so
nostalgia, the nostalgia is the only thing giving it its 2 extra points.
yes.
You know what? You know what? The only part I liked that I actually loved was the song at the end.
Yeah, I love the rap.
It gives
The
for
rest,
me,
I don't care for the kids.
I will give it an
That's
extra.
fair.
I will give it an extra 2 points. So a 3 out of 10,
Yeah,
just for the song.
3 out of me. So yeah.
So yeah, so 6 out of 10, and Will and I for 3 out of 10 each. This is Edward Springsteen Productions. I am sorry this video was so long and negative. Thanks to my four guests that were here.
Raw footage ended up being about 1.5 or
Uh,
1.5
wow.
hours.
I'll cut it up. It's fine.
Yeah, that's why I said raw footage.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Edward Springsteen Productions signing off with my guests. Thanks to my special guests,
Will and Curry. So
Will and Kyrie, and Ryan Tron 12, and Jacob Jira.
who sadly just missed,
Who
seeing
yeah.
this whole thing.
You know what? No, I'm actually glad he didn't stay, because he would have. I think he would have like went off on like an outright rage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would have.
I
He
can't
would have.
imagine.
He would have Deadpooled the. He would have Deadpool the PG barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have went. Oh, he would have went over GTA 5, because that game had
Rated it for mature.
no rules whatsoever.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Watch out for Edward's Coaching Dilemma coming out.
Narrated by me.
Narrated by you. Voice actors featuring. Actually, I'm going to keep that a secret.
You know what, Shiloh? I know at the beginning of this I said that I was going to record the lines, not on camera, but
All right.
here right
we'll
now.
do
But
that.
it's 11:53, so I gotta go to bed. I have church in the morning.
Okay,
All right,
that's good.
All right.
So-
Will you record them like right after church? Not right after, but like we'll talk later.
Okay.
All right. This
Thank
is
you
Edward
guys
Springsteen
so
Productions.
much.
Again, thank you.
So
If you stayed to the end of this video,
There's no bonuses.
there's no
yes,
bonus.
there
You
is
just
the
gotta just,
stuff
There
that we
is?
cut out. Like we were getting back to what
You
I
know
was
what?
trying
Yeah.
to show Ryan.
That would be the bloopers or the
Yeah.
uncut.
You get all the funny bits of this video.
Well, sort of.
All right. Again, Edward Springsteen Productions. If you stayed through the end of this video, thank you very much for watching.
Bye bye.
It's William Oliver 11 signing off, and because I have control because I have control of when we're stopping recording, I can do that. Bye, guys.